Hello and welcome to this episode of the Guides with Glasses podcast. I am Bandito John, and I have with me No Name Joss and Wise Joey D. Hey guys.
How's it going?
It's going good. So, first off, we have a couple of website announcements. Josh, what's going to be happening?
All right, this week we got the Titanfall review coming out tomorrow. The next day it'll be either the Lifeless Planet interview will be done or Professor Layton review. Yeah, Cassie finally finished it.
Nice.
And then later in the week it should be my interview with the creators of The Long Dark. So
all right,
should all be that.
We got some good reviews. So Joey D, you live in Northern Ireland, and we just had St. Patrick's Day. What was happening over in your neck of the woods?
The one, not much. No, yeah, it's tomorrow. Actually, here is we get tomorrow off work, and it's
So
parade and stuff. I know, right? It's just can you just it's so amazing. But yeah, 3-day weekend, which is good.
Is it an excuse to drink over there like it is here?
Oh God, as if we ever need an excuse. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely if you can go out with your friends, yeah, sure, definitely. But yeah, it's kind of it's funny because I learned that like last year actually that over there they have this traditional cabbage and corned beef, which we don't have.
I feel like my whole life is a lie because you go to an Irish restaurant and it's like, oh yeah, this is the traditional Irish food.
I don't.
Like,
sorry, kids, that's not true. That's not true. I mean,
that was like visiting Japan and Jody. I mean, you live there, but it's like, oh, you try to get a pizza and then they throw like an egg and a potato chip on it, and you're like, what the hell is this shit,
What is that? It doesn't sound Irish. It just sounds like they're lazy. They're just like, oh, there's something in the kitchen. Oh yeah, right. Get rid of the eggs. Get rid of the eggs.
They're going bad tomorrow.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, it's like, God damn it.
That's awesome.
No, I think the Irish thing. I mean, if you have potato bread over there, you have some of that. Wash that down with your Guinness, and then boom, that's probably way more Irish.
So
that's my tips.
We played a lot of Titanfall this week, and
nice.
That came out. And Josh, why don't you lead us in with what your thoughts are on it? I
love it. It's one of the few games that, multiplayer-wise, doesn't piss me off. Like, I don't swear a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I was playing Last of Us last night with Mark, and I was just like, this is bullshit, But, like, when I play Titanfall, it's just fun. I don't know. I don't feel like I get angry about it.
I agree with that because I think they do a couple of really good things to make that kind of first-person online multiplayer genre really approachable. Like Call of Duty, I don't like playing it online because I'm not good at it. And there's, people that are just like, they snipe you instantly and stuff. And what's cool about Titanfall is that everyone gets a Titan, so in every couple of minutes. Yep. And so once you're in a Titan, it's like you're uber badass, So it's like it's a lot easier to kill stuff. And then there's also with the grunt aspect, we were talking about that a little bit last week, but it's like you can go after grunts and they're really easy. So it kind of it's enjoyable that like you feel like you're killing stuff even when you might not necessarily have a good like kill to death ratio. Versus the pilots. Did you unlock everything? Did you unlock all the...
Yeah, after we finished that campaign a couple nights ago, I actually unlocked everything.
Yeah, so, Joey, what's your thoughts on this? This is kind of an interesting campaign mode. Campaign, quote-unquote, the single-player kind of thing, is just you're playing online multiplayer matches, but in a specific map order. And the only difference is, like, in the corner of your screen, there's, like, characters that are talking to you about, like, oh, we have to go stop this guy or whatever. So you're playing, and you're playing with other people. It's just that you have to go in a certain order, and there's some storyline that's happening. Do you think that is kind of the future of campaign modes, or do you think that is kind of weak sauce?
I think coming from my first experience in co-op with Dead Space 3...
Yeah,
that does sound pretty like a pretty good sort of a pretty good way to approach it. It's a shame that doesn't they don't have that as a single player mode.
Yeah,
it's a bit bizarre. But like I think the whole game I think is the evolution of online gaming. I mean I don't know how you could go back to Call of Duty or Battlefield Well, actually, honestly, the last Battlefield I played was Battlefield 1942. It was that old, but
That was an awesome
but
game, by the way.
that was an awesome game, but that was amazing. And but the thing was, it was like, like you can't go back to those because I just love the fact. I mean, from what I've seen, I love I mean, you've experienced it yourselves. I mean, the movement, that kind of that freeze, the mirror's edge, kind of running and then
Oh, that is really cool. Yeah.
And jumping on the Titans, there's a bit of that Shadow of the Colossus feel. There's also the fact there's lots of non-playing NPCs that you can shoot and get your. So, like you say, John, if you're not good, you can kill people and be like, I can kill things. I'm useful.
And you do contribute to the multiplayer. So, like the multiplayer where they have what's called attrition, and that's basically just like getting the most points. And you get a certain number of points for killing real people, but you also get a certain number of points for killing grunts. So it's like even if you are just kind of sucking and just kind of running around killing grunts.
Pew 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 pew.
That's
awesome.
I love the rodeoing. I love jumping on a Titan and just like ripping off the top and shooting.
It is super
so awesome.
Really?
And
that's kind of. I've never seen that. That must be amazing.
Yeah, it sucks ass when I haven't seen it.
Can you actually shake to get them off?
No, so you have to climb out.
Yeah, you jump out of your Titan and then you have to shoot them off. Or
wow,
there's certain items that you can get that produce kind of like a cloud around you, and then that can kill them. So,
yeah.
Oh my.
That's what happened to me.
Oh my god. See, this sounds amazing.
It is actually really.
It's pretty fun.
So Xbox and PlayStation, they have features where it's automatically recording video, and then you can say save that clip basically. And in Titanfall, I must have done it now 5-6 times at least, just in my short playthrough. It's just that was amazing, and I want to record it because there's so many epic moments like that. It's I mean, there's cool stuff that when a Titan is when it's Titan versus Titan, and after you kill them, they go into basically this danger zone, and then there's this time bar that goes down, and during that moment, if you go up to them and you punch them, you actually rip out the soldier out of their guts and you throw them, and it counts as an instant kill.
It
was awesome,
and it just looks cool. It's just cinematic and badass, and you get achievements for doing it, And
oh my god,
I think it's really cool. I think there's some things that kind of underutilized. In the game, the parkour aspect is really cool, but it still seems like a lot of people are just kind of running on the floor rather than kind of doing the parkour aspects, even though some levels are really geared for it. And your character, you can actually cling and hang to any point when you're running on a wall. And so your wall hanging, your accuracy goes down a little bit, but it's really, really cool. But I never see anyone using it. I don't know, Josh. Have you seen people using wall hanging?
I have never seen anybody use it, and I have once or twice used it.
Yeah,
it's such a pain in the ass is the problem. The wall running, and sometimes it makes it more difficult to get on top of something because it assumes that you don't want to run and jump on top of the crate. It clicks you to the wall, and then you're like, well, that kind of screwed me. Now I'm trapped in this little box with a ton of dudes. So I don't know.
Yeah, I wish that was kind of improved because it would be cool if people were more inclined, to kind of hang there. But yeah, I think the power ups are fun. That you unlock. I mean, did you guys like that about Call of Duty and some other games? Is as you're playing, you're unlocking more guns and abilities.
Actually, that's one thing that is missing from some games is you get everything right away, and then it's well, why do I want to continue playing after this point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely.
I mean, you feel rewarded for it.
Yeah, there's a good progression, I think, of abilities, and it's not it takes forever to level up. I mean, if you're playing okay, I mean, it'll take maybe a few matches once you're at the upper end, level 30, 40, to start leveling up. So it's still super fun. You're still kind of progressing without it being a pain.
What's it like, John? You're in terms of, if you don't feel like you're confident enough in how good your abilities are, what's it like in terms of matching you up? I mean, do you find that you're against badass elite people, or it kind of matches levels?
Does
it match levels?
I don't think it matches up levels. I might be wrong on that, Josh. But it seems like I've been in matches with really low people and really high people, and we're all in the same match. I think some things are really good at balancing. The first weapon that you get, the default weapon, is actually arguably one of the best. and you unlock like new scopes for it, which kind of help out. But it's really good that like the first weapon, everyone can be really decent with it. It's like an automatic weapon that doesn't have a lot of recoil. So that's pretty cool. And then there's also abilities that you can get that make it so you can see like the grunts easier. You can see through walls. So if some people like to play stealthy, there's abilities that kind of like make you go invisible and you don't appear on radar and stuff. So you can kind of like sneak around and kill people easily. Or you can just go like grunt hunting, and they come in packs and you can, take them all out. Or what people care about is like their kill to death ratio, so they only go after pilots. So it's kind of cool. I think this game, it kind of caters to like those Mirror's Edge fans. It kind of caters to like the sneaking around FPS fans. It caters to like the big mech badass fans, to the Call of Duty fans. And so that's why I think this game is like really approachable by a lot of different, people that like different genres.
To me, I'm a little bit disappointed in this aspect.
Yeah.
There's no single player, but you have to pay for the game like it is a full-on game. You know what I mean? Like, at least with Call of Duty and Battlefield, no matter what you think about the single player, whether it's stupid or whatever, they still include it, and that's like, I think, a piece of that $60.
Yeah, I think this game, it could have had a really cool single player.
I agree.
And there's some plot that happens, but I mean, like, it's totally pointless. And it's, you play versus like the army, IMC, I think is what they're called, soldiers. And then after you're done with that campaign, you unlock one of the Titans, and then you play as the terrorists or quote unquote like militia group. And you kind of see like their side of the story, and then once you beat their campaign, it's the exact same campaign, exact same levels. You just have to play them twice now. Yeah. And on the second playthrough, you unlock the last Titan. That is one of my gripes. I wish there was more Titans. There's only 3. There is, and I'm sure more will come out in a DLC, but the first one that you get is kind of the average guy. The second one that you get is a fast but weak guy, and then the third one that you get is a strong but slow guy. And I mean, that's kind of like... It kind of seems like Mario Kart, like...
I was gonna say Bowser, Yoshi, and Mario,
and Toad.
like that's basically...
And Toad, yeah.
Yes!
That's exactly what they chose. And, I mean, I would have liked some more variety. I mean, in Mario Kart on Super Nintendo, there was like 8 characters, So, like, give me 8 Titans, give me some variety in here.
I know.
I really don't like that you can't customize them.
Yeah, okay, so that is a fail. That is a fail in Titanfall, is... Why can I not, like, paint it? Why can I not paint my Titan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be pretty epic, actually. I would definitely paint a Bowser shell on one of them.
This is, like, a major part of Halo. You can change, like, your armor, and you can unlock cool things. It's like, why doesn't... I mean, your gun changes, your ammo locks change, but why can't I, like, paint, my clan's insignia or something on it? That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome.
I agree. At least have the ability to put like... a patch on the shoulder or back or something.
I'm almost positive that like this was discussed and probably for reasons of timeline or something it was dropped, because this seems like a no-brainer.
Yeah, I agree.
It'd be like the Kinect. It'd be really awesome if you could hold up like a logo or something, and it then puts it, on your Titan.
Yeah,
that
would be awesome. Actually, that's a great idea. Yeah.
Why don't they do that? That'd be pretty awesome.
The problem with that is there'd be a shitload of wieners.
Okay, so I remember playing Counter-Strike back in the day on PC. Counter-Strike, you could spray paint the posters.
Yeah, there was always naked ladies.
There was always, yeah. And this was actually a strategy. This is a tactic, because by default it was like the Half-Life logo or whatever, But then people started doing like... this is actually pretty smart. They had spray paints of soldiers, of like a crouching guy like in a corner. So they put him in there so like it looks like somebody, and then that would cause a distraction. Or they did the naked lady ones, and it was funny because people would just stare at it and then you could go kill them.
The guy would like run out of the darkness and knife him in the back.
Yeah, I mean,
it was awesome.
This should be a legitimate strategy, for like the U.S. Army. It's just like spray paint, these pictures. Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Oh my.
Distractions work. But yeah, I do think that that's a necessary part of Titanfall that needs to come out. More Titans, being able to customize them. But
let's be honest. They knew they were going to do this, and then they're going to be like, $15 DLC to add 2 more Titans.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
But I do recommend the game. I thought it was really fun.
I do too. The actual gameplay is awesome, and even if you're not good at these kind of games, you can have a ton of fun anyway.
Yeah.
I, what's interesting is I'm almost never in my Titan. I always have it on follow or guard.
Oh, on the Auto Titan stuff?
Yeah, unless I'm doing attrition, but if I'm doing like the capture the flag mode, where you have to hold the points,
Yeah.
I'll capture a point and put it on guard and then run off and do whatever.
Yeah, so that's actually
nice.
a cool feature as well, Joey D, is that you can get inside of your Titan, or you can choose that your Titan basically is on autopilot mode and it's killing shit. And there's abilities that you can unlock later that make your Titan even better, like in Auto Titan mode, like better accuracy, smarter intelligence. But generally, it's easier to take out Auto Titans.
Yeah, it's easier to rodeo them.
Yeah, and they don't dodge as well. Like they don't like get out of the way and stuff. And they can't take out a guy if they're on top. But I think that's kind of a cool concept. That's like, oh, if I still want to be a human running around, my Titan can just be a big badass friend. Following me. It's pretty awesome.
Well, what I was doing was I was hiding above my Titan, and people would run in and try to rodeo him, and then I just gun him down off the back of him.
Nice. Ooh.
And then I would move, because obviously those people are going to watch the kill cam on where I'm at.
Yeah.
So I'd move to another point,
Yeah.
tell the Titan to follow me, and then put him on guard and wait until someone comes bombing in there and jump on him.
Rinse and repeat.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the Josh tactic. So that's copyrighted. So if you see Josh,
Yeah,
online,
exactly.
be aware of it.
It's like, oh, wow.
I think this is a cool feature in implementation, or a cool feature in design, but not in implementation. Is at the end of a match, there's another like 30 seconds or a minute where if you die, you're permanently dead for the rest of the round. But if you're able to survive, it's called the epilogue. The losing team can run to a safety ship, and if they're able to get on that, you get certain bonus points and stuff. And so everyone tries to get like to this basically like evacuation point, and the team that won is trying to take down that evacuation point. I think it's really cool in concept, and like everyone's trying to kind of get to that point, and it's like, oh, they're trying to camp in and try to take it down and stuff. But it is so hard to take down that evacuation ship.
Yeah.
And I think it's dumb. You basically need like 4 Titans, which doesn't happen very often, that you have 4 alive Titans that are all at this one spot. And they have to be shooting at the entire time that it's there to be able to take it down. It's like, that should take off as like half as much time, like.
I saw 5 Titans shooting at one of those things. They didn't get there right when it got there, and it still flew away.
Yeah.
I was like, what the
Yeah, this thing has like mega
God.
armor. Like they should make that a Titan. Like that is the Uberst of Titans, is the dropship, So
Yeah.
I think it's a cool concept, but like I think that balancing's kind of wonky.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah,
That's
but
weird.
overall,
even
like,
using the Henriksen maneuver.
Well, you
It should be
can't
like the
rodeo a plane.
Riker maneuver, Henriksen maneuver. What's your maneuver? What's your maneuver, John? Just
my maneuver is go
just
out there
wall
and
hanging. Pew, 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 pew.
die to grunts. Go out there and like get out by the newbies. Josh started as being a dirty camper, a dirty.
You
Hey,
dirty
man,
camper,
It
you.
works.
It does. Yeah.
I typically don't like camping, but in that game, like when you're closed in, like it's hard to like keep moving around and not end up getting gunned down.
Yeah.
So it's just easier to place your Titan on, guard or follow.
And I think another aspect of the game is because they didn't do a single player, there is a shit ton of multiplayer different levels to choose from. There's some even beyond what's in the campaign. And so there's a lot of variety, and some are like really open and spread out, where like you can see really far away and it's good for sniping. Other levels are really enclosed. There's a lot of buildings and it's good for kind of that parkour stuff. So you do get kind of a cool variety.
I like the in-city ones. Those ones are probably my favorite. Like where it's a mixture of both.
Yeah.
And it just feels like more of a real combat situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally want a Titan in real life.
I know, it'd be so awesome.
I've seen some news articles that were saying that like there's this military work that they're working on, that like these exosuits, kind of like from Aliens and stuff, and you can get into it and like it can pick up like really heavy weights and everything, and we're getting there, guys. We're getting there.
Yes!
I'm
Finally!
excited. By the end of my lifetime, we'll have like badass robots
Well,
running
hey,
around.
but that's when you'll need them, John. We'll need them at the end of our lives. Be like, I
Exactly.
need to have some tea. Okay, exosuit. I'm too weak. I'm too weak to lift the tea.
to
No.
take my fiber pill, you know, like. And,
Oh yeah, oh my god.
yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I'm counting down the days. That will be awesome. Yeah.
So, I guess going from an awesome game like Titanfall, we should go to Joey's gripe.
Oh
about
yeah, you've been wanting to
Telltale.
rant
Oh.
about this.
Oh no, now it's built up too much. It's built up too much. No, it's the Telltale people. But hang on. Firstly, John, did you play Walking Dead after your promises?
No,
last
because
week?
I played a lot of Titanfall this week.
Did you play the
This
first
is-
episode?
No,
of
I haven't played the first
season
one.
2?
Oh,
man.
oh my god!
I'm
Okay.
just gonna dance like over here in the corner and then take off my headphones and you guys can like do a signal. That's all I'm gonna
Oh my god. Okay, I know, like, just be like, okay, break, go! Actually, if you dance in the corner, does that, like, make you, like, the baby from Alan McBeal? Do that baby dance, and then, just while we're talking.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't think I've seen this
Oh.
either.
What? Okay, never mind. Just YouTube it, people, YouTube it, it's all good.
Nobody watched Ally McBeal. That's why.
Yeah.
Excuse me, me and my mother beg to differ.
So, Joey, you're gonna
But,
be griping about Telltale?
Well, no, I'm not one to monologue my annoyances, but I would bring in Josh. You've played the first season, right, John?
Yes, I did.
of Walking Dead. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, good. Yeah, heartbreaking, but good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. I feel that way. I have a hard time saying this game is great.
Yeah.
Because I go, oh my god, it's just devastating to my soul. Like, everyone
Yeah.
about them.
This is why
Hate
I'm so
them.
afraid of Telltale and Game of Thrones. It's like,
Oh,
get
God.
These are the two
Oh.
epic stories in video games and in television of like killing off your favorite characters, and so
Yeah, everyone
like, this is what
dead.
I worry about.
That's actually
Yeah.
gonna be awesome.
These
That's
two-
gonna
There's
But
a
that's
meme
also-
that has like J.K. Rowling when she's like, it's so hard to kill off so many characters, and it's got George R.R. Martin. It's like, bitch, please.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like it's
Yeah.
just three little letters, D-I-E. But what did you, Josh? I saw your review, which I was able to finally read because Europe finally got the episode 2. Yeah, finally. Thanks, Telltale. Brilliant job. But yeah, like it was good. Like I don't know. Do you want to la John? La 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 la.
I will
John,
love
what should we
that.
do?
No,
what
I
should
don't
we
want to
do as
know.
a signal.
Oh god.
I'm just gonna make faces the entire time.
I think you should explore all the different faces you can. Yes, start, go. Okay, we'll tally. Yeah, John.
So,
Josh.
Joey,
Yep.
with the episode 2, how did
Mhm.
you feel? Like, okay, I guess for everybody who's listening who hasn't played it, there's gonna be spoilers for probably the next few minutes, so
Spoilers.
just skip on ahead. Season 2, the second episode is probably my favorite episode so far.
Yeah,
And I
definitely.
say favorite in a way that's bad because
Yeah, I know.
because it's just devastating. Like, I just feel terrible.
John is now eating some yogurt, which is always good. Good. It's a good comfort food when you've just made a tough decision in Walking Dead and basically
it's
are regretting.
It's pudding.
Oh, it
That's
is.
what it is.
It is amazing. I really like that. It really felt like it had a lot of different locations, and it didn't feel like it kind of glossed over any of them. You got like the what was it, the getting to the ski lodge, and having the thing deal on the bridge and all these other stuff. Like I kind of thought I might feel shortchanged at that. What is this? Is this some high fructose corn syrup nonsense? It probably.
Yeah, it is.
I'm just eating my pudding.
But okay,
Yep.
so like I was devastated when they just start shooting people.
Yeah. Oh my god. And I was kind of like, yeah, my. Did you stay? Did you try and find Kenny, or did you stay and?
I forced that lady to admit that she was there. I didn't go and
Wow.
look. I was like torn, like really bad.
Wow, we went on different paths there. That's pretty awesome. So I went down round and still ended badly, so you don't feel bad about not going out. Still, people got. It was interesting actually. The guy, Walter, it was interesting because he was. What I thought was interesting was that he was kind of like, what was the deal with him and his partner who got shot? Was it his boyfriend or what?
I have no idea. Or like best friend kind of situation. I don't know, but either way, I'd be pissed if some guy shot him.
I know, and it was actually kind of cool because there's so much of it out of your control. On the bridge, someone else shooting, and also, I don't know, it was pretty awesome. I loved the solidness of the environment and the storytelling. So you got to talk to Kenny and all these other people, and got to sort of relive a wee bit of that, and it was a really good thing for your character and for Clementine to kind of talk about obviously what happened to Lee, obviously, in the previous game.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. The thing is that my gripe was that that it was such a good episode too that it really showed up how bad but just how disappointing Walking Dead, Wolf Among Us episode 2 was. Just for everything that Wolf Among Us episode 2 was okay. It was okay. It wasn't anything bad. Okay, it wasn't. It wasn't like some Olsen twin spin-off video game or something awful. It was okay, but it was just like this Walking Dead episode 2. All the choices you made. You didn't make any choices in Wolf Among Us episode 2, and for on all, like you said, all the difficult choices and all the wonderful storytelling in this one was sort of absent in Wolf Among Us episode 2. Hi, there's John. Oh my God, there's John doing the ostrich. I don't know what is that.
I don't know what he's doing.
The pigeon?
Yeah, the pigeon.
I'm gonna throw bear crumbs. I'm gonna throw some bear crumbs, and
Okay, so in the first episode, did we talk about it? The dog
was
devastating. Oh.
Yes. Oh God. Yeah, and and it was that God, just layer after layer of shittiness happening to Clementine. In the right at the start in the bathroom in the
Oh, I know.
Station.
Fucking
yeah,
dude.
That was like, whoa, I didn't, whoa, what the, and then
what happens to the baby?
I know, I'm
assuming something horrible, but
yes, and going by, I think George R.R. Martin and Kirkman is not the guy who writes.
Yeah,
they clearly have got together and they basically have a plan to destroy a generation's happiness. I think it's their manifesto.
It's terrible. It's terrible. I just, and then the dog, I almost restarted the game just to see if I could not kill the dog.
Yeah. No.
I assume that you can't escape the dog biting you in one way or another.
No, me too. Do you watch? Oh God! Oh no! You're bringing back memories. You're bringing back bad memories. Yeah, I tried to restart. I did actually restart the camp scene, because I did think I had completely fucked up. But no, you're just gonna have to shoot old Yeller. Yep. Gonna have to do that.
That was like the saddest thing, man. I was like, oh, come on.
I know, and it was so. Oh my God! Why the?
I don't know. I have a harder time killing animals than I do with people
totally.
in games. I don't know.
That makes sense.
Sad.
I mean, it is, and again, that was an amazing episode. I really like the characters. I really like the setting. It really feels dense. It feels like and there was in this episode too, there was lots of scenes in the house. There was lots of scenes. Oh my God, there was lots of scenes. Again, something which couldn't be said for Among Us. That there was just lots of scenes in getting back to the house, inside the shed, in the house, the creepy guy. That was terrifying. Actually, that was really good. The way the creepy guy.
Oh yeah, the Carver guy who just comes into the house.
He really felt totally vulnerable. You're like, oh my God, you this little girl and creepy old man. Oh, apparently he's voiced by Michael Morriston. The guy from all the Tarantino movies. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome.
I thought so too. When I read that, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
That is cool. Wow, and well played because you just want to I just want to kill him. I can't wait for the next episode because you're like, oh, I hope that.
I don't know, I don't know. I feel bad for Kenny, and
Yeah.
it's weird that he keeps calling you Duck.
Oh, I know. That's like, oh come on, dude, seriously. That was really weird, yeah. And that's
So did you save the one guy from getting
I was
stabbed by the other guy?
What's that?
Did you save the one dude? The younger brother of Luke, I think?
Yeah,
The
the
one who
guy shot.
the dude, did you save him?
Yeah, I did actually. I know I kind of didn't want to, but I was like, oh, I have to. So I was like,
I know,
yeah,
I felt the same way. I felt compelled
Did you save him?
to save him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saved him.
We're-
I couldn't help myself. I was like, I hate this guy, but but I have to.
I know.
I feel like
I'm such a
have to
fuck
save
up.
him.
I know. It kind of reminds me of that guy from I think Doug or something from the first season or something, like one of the kind of screw ups.
Oh
like,
yeah.
I kind
Oh
of feel
no,
like
Ben.
Oh
The
yeah.
asshole who gets Lily killed.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Cassie dropped him in the bell tower.
Yeah.
I was like, you're so mean. She's like, I hate that guy.
I know. I get
It's
the
so brutal.
Get off my crew. Friend of yourself,
Yeah.
dude. No, what was it? Did you? The other thing I thought was kind of really cool. I love like it was so clever and just the way like a video game takes you back to that moment in school when you have to decide which seat do you sit beside. Do you sit beside this friend or this
Oh, I
friend?
know, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it was such a universal experience, and I was like, well, who did you? I sat beside Kenny because I was like, screw you guys. I'm going to talk to Kenny, who I know, and what did you choose?
That's what I did. I chose Kenny.
Yay.
I was like, I don't really like these. I don't trust these people.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't trust them or Carver for any
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah, there was so
In
much
fact, I
like
felt like Carver at first when we first met him. I was like, this guy's creepy, but I feel like he has a reason to be
yes,
pissed.
actually, this is true. Yeah, I kind of felt like they must have abandoned him and he's just gone slightly mental. But we know he's a bit more than that now. But yeah, I felt the same. I was like, what? Well, okay, maybe he's not so bad.
I was so pissed that he shot that one dude.
Oh, I know the Walter, and like that's the thing. Like it sounds like he died for you as well. So I guess there's no way to save him. But that sort of sucked. That massively sucked. And I managed to get Kenny to I kind of told him to back off. But I think it was interesting actually. One thing about this, brought this up was that it's weird, like the way they do characters. Like I know people have their own views on this, but the way they did the gay characters, like I think he was meant to be I think that was meant to be his partner. And I thought that was very interesting the way they kept that very subtle, and I kind of was like, that's interesting. Obviously they're not. It's not because they're homophobic or anything like that. No way. But I thought it was weird that they kind of kept it so on the down low. I was like, right, you don't, the rest of the characters, all their romances, what's up, but this was like this weird, like, oh, we've got a gay romance, but we're just gonna keep it really quiet until he dies, and then you show a picture of them in them together, and you're like, okay, that's really sad. And were they together? I don't know. I don't know if you picked up on that, but that was for me. I was
felt
like,
it
they
was
could
like
have been
a true representation of maybe what.
after the apocalypse.
Like
it's still
a lot of the times, like
big
when
thing.
they portray a gay character, it's always like, "Hey guys, I'm so amazing." And
yeah.
like,
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 yes,
super
I know, right?
flamboyant. And I'm like, that's not what like a person
Yeah.
is. Like 90% or probably higher is just normal. Like they're not gonna
Yeah.
be.
Yeah. This is.
in drag and super flamboyant.
That would be amazing.
They're just regular fucking people. I don't understand why everybody portrays gay people as anything different.
Yeah, no, it's just it was in terms of subtlety, yeah, it was just weird that they still kept it really on the down low and quiet, because it was like after the apocalypse, if people still cared, oh my god, I would definitely not want to live. But yeah, it was anyway. I just thought it was interesting from the way it was something have watched out for, and will keep watching out for just to see. But yeah, it was nice that they at least had something in there, and of course sad that like every gay character, seriously, every gay character in all modern things always has to have a tragic ending. It's either get shot in the zombie apocalypse or AIDS. It's either one of the two. It's
Gay
not.
people are the new black people.
Oh my god. It's like, there's so, well, we have so many narrative choices with this person. We could either kill him with this or do this. It's like, okay, right. But no, it's good. Anyway, still tragic, still shocking, and can't wait for episode 3. It's gonna be awesome.
The one gripe I have with Telltale is the fact that it takes forever to get anything out.
I know! Yes, this is, exactly, sir, exactly. And this is the thing, like, what I'm annoyed about, actually, my main gripe, and I'm not going to go into next, it's been a bit too long, and John's probably sleeping now, he's probably having a wee nap. But long story short, and again, we'll bring this up next, I'll definitely revisit this when Wolf Among Us episode 3 comes out, because that will be the proof in the pudding, which John was just eating, because, basically, because, like, everything that we're talking about, like, I mean, I don't know about you, but I couldn't talk about episode 2 of Wolf Among Us with any kind of, it was functional, and it was sad because something really went wrong there. Like, I don't know if Telltale can actually handle, I don't know if this is, maybe this is a bit harsh, but I don't know if they can handle developing a game on their own, because I think Walking Dead's developed with Skybound, right? There's like there's like their logo at the start, and I don't know how much of an input they have into it,
but with Skybound. Well, I think that what happened is that they grew too fast. Like, they took on too much without hiring enough people to cover it.
Oh, totally. Like it totally is like the story of the whole computer industry. It's like constantly, trying to get blood out of a stone. Like trying to smaller and smaller teams, more and more projects, crazy and crazier promises. Because look, they now are promising HBO, Showtime, Wolf. I don't know who Wolf Among Us is. What's that? Vertigo Comics or something. What's that? There's Borderlands as well. They've got 4 very different paymasters to satisfy now, and I mean, and the thing is, my worry, Josh, is that, like, this isn't going to stop. Like, they're not going to, for example, between now and releasing Game of Thrones, all of it, they're not going to stop making deals. So down the line, they're going to be like, oh, we made a deal with BBC to make Doctor Who, or we made a deal with. They're going to have more and more projects. They're going to,
I hope they don't make a Doctor Who game. There is nothing I'm more sick of hearing about than Doctor Who.
And then you would love it, and then you would be like, oh, this is so amazing. I'm gonna buy a scarf and talk about blue boxes and be happy. Yay.
No.
Yes.
I am so sick of all the Doctor Who BS. Like, in America, like, everybody just jumped on the bandwagon. Like, they all were hipsters. They were like, everybody hates it, so we're gonna love it. And then it's turned into this ridiculous thing.
Do you know what? I have a friend, a few friends, but one particular who would definitely high five you in that on the Doctor Who hate, just wanton hate. But it's a wonderful thing. They should do that. Yes, but hopefully wait till they fucking get all 4 of these crazy massive projects out. Because I'm kind of not happy with the way if they do another Wolf Among Us, I think they're fucked. Like. They basically rebooted the story. I mean, I don't know if anyone knows this. I mean, this is why my issue. If you look at the next time on episode 1 at the end, if you look at the next time, completely different game. They completely episode 2 does not have anything that shows the sign that they planned it. They basically were like, oh fuck. I don't know why they said oh fuck. No one knows why they basically shat their pants and started again, but they've redone the story. They have, like, I know this is stupid, I know it sounds really ridiculous, but there's something completely missing, and there's something, I don't know if they have rejigged, like, I don't know, it's basically like a Sherlock episode where between commercial breaks, they go, oh god, we have to change the killer, and just rewrite it, and then come back to commercial break, and everyone's kind of like acting like their lines are really stuttery because they're like, I don't know what I'm doing now. What's happened? Okay, let's just read this scene and see how this goes. It feels very on the cuff, and that's off the cuff, on the cuff. I don't know I can't remember English, but
it's very stiff.
It's so flat because they're kind of like, okay, they've taken out all the depth which Walking Dead showed you, that like there's so many moments in that, and it's still obviously it still followed bullet points, it still went from A to B to C to dead people, but like Wolf Among Us was like, it just felt like it just went to A to B. It was like, right, that's it, right, we waited 4 months for this tiny powered down story. Yeah, I don't. Anyway, that's my issue that they've too many projects. Too many projects.
I don't know. Cassie would disagree with you. She liked it. She said that, yeah, it's a little bit different than the first episode, but she said it was still pretty good.
You know what? I apologize. I thought it was okay. I definitely was really happy to see Bigby back again, spoilers for episode 2 of Wolf Among Us, but to see Snow White back.
Yeah.
Hey, John.
Hey guys, hey, sorry. Guess we're talking forever.
Have you played
Wolf
Among Us?
We're talking a lot.
I know, sorry about that. Have you played Wolf Among Us, John, or?
Yes, episode 1, not episode 2.
Oh no, my God. Okay,
Do I need to go back for another 20
No.
minutes?
No more pudding. No more pudding.
Me and him talked for like 15 minutes on the.
Yeah, sorry.
That
should be like
But you could talk endlessly on Walking Dead.
That's true.
And,
that is
and Game of Thrones. Those two things you could talk about forever.
Game of Thrones is coming back.
I know. I have to start paying for HBO again.
Jody, it was filmed partly in Belfast, right?
Yeah, there's lots of people here who were on. You meet random people, and I know a few people who were extras on it. There was actually my brother. Okay, this is kind of cool. My brother was telling me that his friend in work, where he works, was actually an extra in it, and he was offered £1,000, which is like $1,600, to do a nude scene. And he said the guy said no, and it's like I know. I know exactly. For $1,600, you'd be like, whoosh! You wouldn't. The pants would be off before they said, "Are you okay? Do you want to do this?" But like, no, that was pretty awesome. So, but he didn't do that. And there's a few other people and things which they've been in episodes and stuff. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool it's being filmed here. But it's so annoying. I don't know where they stay, all the stars, but you never see them. Like, you hear some rumors of them shopping, but you never see them, which is
There'll be like one
lame.
random Instagram picture of them, or
I know. And where's you dude he play? Oh God, hang on. Jamie. Oh, I'm so bad with names. I'm really, really bad. Jamie. I'm so happy I remember Jamie. Jamie and Tyrion. Yes.
You seen that else?
Yes. That's the thing. There were scenes where I was like, that is definitely in Northern Ireland, in a park somewhere. Why haven't we seen this guy? Why haven't we seen these guys walking around town? Why? I can't, well, at least there's another 6 seasons or whatever, so at least there'll be some point, I'm sure I'll see them.
Yeah. Awesome.
Oh. So, I want to talk for like 5 seconds about the Steam family sharing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It is a nightmare.
Yeah, it's really hard to set up.
Yeah, like they made it a super pain in the ass.
And confusing and like hidden menus and stuff.
Yeah, there's no instructions on how to do it.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey, figure it out. And
What?
so you have to log into the other person's computer.
It's like they don't want to advertise this feature.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Gang, so
It's
people
like they
don't have
want
to
people
pay them as much
share their
money.
games instead of buying new ones on Steam.
I know.
Yes.
So wait, you have to go physically. Like Josh has to go to John's computer.
No, well, I have to tell him my account number or my account name and password. And
Oh
he has
my
to
God.
enable his computer as a authorized one on my account, and then he logs out, and I manage the computers that are allowed and tell him that account is allowed on.
It's dumb. I don't know why you can't just type in someone's username and say, yes, this person is authorized. Dumb.
I agree.
That
I
well,
agree.
at least it still was better than the. Oh, do you see how the news? At least it was still better than like the Xbox One's initial, what they were initially going to plan for all the platform and the DRM and the the sharing. In other words, it wasn't going to be sharing. But like, do you see that guy? Xbox. I'm guessing it's just the X. Yes, is he now X Vice President or is he still there?
I
Don
think he's still
Matrick left,
VP.
but Yusuf Mehdi is still there.
Yeah.
So is he
Yeah,
the guy
he's
who
still
he had this thing which I was so pissed because it was this.
Me and
You
Don
know-
didn't want to get into this
Yeah.
conversation.
How about we
for-
shove this
I-
out next week, guys, because we have a lot
2
to
minutes.
discuss next week.
Okay.
And also, John, when
Oh,
you
wanna
figure
bring
out
this
this family thing, you're playing Lifeless Planet.
Okay, that sounds good.
It's like a good. it balances that creepiness with like this eerie beauty of the planet and
sounds
like an intriguing story. So you won't shit your pants like you did in Amnesia. At least so far, I haven't
Yeah, I
found
played
anything.
Amnesia for all of 40 seconds, and I was like, yeah, F this game.
It's kind of still that stressfulness because you're like alone and you feel like around the next corner there's going to be something horrific that happens. But
Well, let's shelve that for next week, and we'll chat about it. So that
All
and
right.
our Xbox rants, we'll do that.
no, it's Joey's Xbox rant this time.
I know,
All
right?
right. Well, this is Bandito John,
No name Josh.
And why is Joey?
signing off.
See ya.
Bye.